This is BayRadio.
She told me in my ear, she says, Soete, if I stay one day more on the street, I'm gonna die. And this gave pretty much effect on me. And
there is two friends of us on the street living in front of the Mercadona.
How the hell can another homeless person steal from another homeless person?
Stealing from us, and I cannot handle it anymore.
I would not leave this bench unattended, and I can't walk the streets with loads of bags. Simple as that. I think, well, I'll stay here and I'll rough it out, and then when somebody else comes who I can trust.
He lives a couple of years, he lives here on the couch.
So do you feel with these guys there's trust there?
I trust them implicitly. You know?
There we go.
Hi guys, my name is Soete. I'm the founder of Project Costa.
Welcome to McDonald's.
The idea is to feed the homeless, look if I can find some people on the streets who are willing to get off the streets, to get back in society, and I want to help them to get clean in a halfway home, and you are now visiting the halfway home where you are in. This is the halfway home. We're just rebuilding, we are making a soup kitchen, we are making rooms with bunk beds. And the thing is, we take it baby steps. First of all, we started and we wanted to take one place and feed from there, but because of the homeless didn't know us yet, they didn't came. So we had 11, 12 feeds that night, and then I was thinking we can better draw a map and look where they live, and this is what we've been doing the last 3 weeks. So we go in the car with the food and we drive starting in Kalpen, and we found ourselves some homeless. There are living 4 or 5 homeless in the bus station of Kalpen. So first we start there, give them the food, give them clothes, give them blankets, give them whatever they need, and then the next one is living in front of the McDonald's on a park. He was sleeping on a bench, so we took care of some blankets, we took care of some mattresses for him that he can live there, and so we went around, and we have now in cart about 23, 30 people already where they live, and we're feeding them at their homes, but they don't have homes, so it's a home in the open air.
Bay is from Burnley. He speaks a bit of Spanish. He's been in this area for a while now. His story so far is that he came originally to see his uncle who died of cancer. The house got repossessed, and then he ended up on the streets. He decided to stay in Spain. He was on the street for a couple of nights, and all his stuff got stolen. His luggage, his documents, and so on. And he just went down in a spiral with alcohol, and he's been here ever since. He says he's been on the street for 9 months, but I think it's a bit longer. Once you've been drinking every day, or going down in a spiral, or an invisible line what you don't see, you end up in this situation. You know, you kind of lose dignity, you know, all hope of getting home.
I was on that bench over there, and I moved over here simply because the people come in and the sign says no pedals, no dogs, but they come in there and it stinks.
We asked him if he wanted to go home, and he's not ready to go home yet. I think he's nervous of seeing his parents or his sister, but the option's there, so anytime he's ready to leave this behind and go home, we'll support him and help him as much as we can.
I don't want to go anywhere, but it's always handy to have a passport, you know, just in case, you know, you need to go back to England. But I have no intention of going back to England because, you know, life here is okay, but coming up for winter now, we're going to get colder and colder, man.
So what happened for me in 2013, I was working in tourism, selling tickets for the Vatican Museum and the Colosseum to tour companies. And basically there was a very long line for the Colosseum or the Vatican. The tourism industry went down, I couldn't pay my rent, and the landlord kicked me out. I ended up on the streets, slept 2 days on the street, all my luggage was stolen, including my documents, my passport, and I was trapped. So he's going to need at least 3 pairs of jeans. These are Levi's, by the way. Now, what happened is I turned to alcohol because I wanted to sleep on a night, and I became an alcoholic.
I said, no, that you are on the street gives you an excuse to drink, you know?
Yeah.
Because then they can say, yeah, of course I drink. If you are in my situation, you would drink too,
Yeah,
you know? This is how it works. So if we can save some people on the street who are alcoholics, then probably we can take them off the streets also, but you have to help them with their drug and alcohol problem before you take them off the street.
I was traumatised when I was on the street. I was traumatised, and I couldn't believe the public were that cruel. You know, I didn't know moments when I didn't speak. Nobody said hello to me. I didn't speak to anybody. You know, there was a long time, and you know, guess where I slept? Outside the Vatican. Outside the church, the Vatican, the main church.
And not even a priest. How'd you get your faith back?
Pardon? Yeah, it's just that I went to the soup kitchen, volunteered, and the sisters, so I had a bit of interest. And that's how I popped some pans up for them. I did a bit of cooking for them, and that's how our conversation built up. And they said to me, I was the only English guy. All the rest were Eastern European. I was the only English guy, and they said, you're better than this. Why are you on the street? I explained my situation, and they let me have a shower, a bag of clothes, and it started from there. I just stood up, and I looked presentable, you know. Project Rome was just showing compassion and kindness. I used to cook 200 meals twice a week, and I used to go to an area, a train station in central Rome, and looked after the people in that way. And yeah, we did fundraising, the community came together, saw what was happening and got involved. We managed to get a lot, 55% off the streets by doing what we did.
This is BayRadio.